Thank you for joining us for another Chamber Chat. Today we're talking about the Territorial Governor candidates. And I have with me today Mr. Heath Shelton of Shelton's Photography. Welcome.
How are you?
Good, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you being here. I have a couple questions for you, and then I will talk to your opponent, and we just want to communicate to the community what all you have to offer, and we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
So, first of all, how long have you been in Guthrie?
I've been in Guthrie since 1999. I've been here for 17 years. Owned and operated Shelton's Photography for 20, but 17 of those years have been here in Guthrie.
Okay, that's great. So what makes you a viable candidate for this position?
Viable candidate, well, I have been Citizen of the Year. 3 years ago, I was voted that. So I think that right there gives me a pretty good leg above the competition to be voted Citizen of the Year. I am very involved in the community, very active with the Chamber of Commerce, and just help out wherever's needed.
Okay, that's great. So what made you want to run for this position?
Run for this position, I just think that unity in the community is needed, and I just want to help encourage people to get involved, because when you get involved, things get solved.
Well, things get solved. Okay, that's great. So if you had one thing, I know you've kind of said your taglines, the unity and community, get involved, things get resolved, but if you had one more thing to tell the people of Guthrie, America, what would it be?
Go out and vote, vote often, vote Shelton, because when there is unity in the community.
And now we're going to go to someone who does not need an introduction in Guthrie, the undisputed queen of Guthrie, the woman who knows all things, Territorial Governor, Ghost Walk, Ferris Bueller activities. She knows all things. Stacey Fraser.
Well, the Territorial Governors race is something that's been associated with the historic downtown's Christmas festival for, 20 years at least now going on. We have the Victorian Walk in December, a couple of weekends, and one of the things that we decided early on was that we needed a focal point, in a sense. So the idea of the Territorial Governor goes back, obviously Guthrie was the territorial capital. We were the first state capital, we lost that, Patooey, people in Oklahoma City. But it's a throwback, it's a throwback and a connection. The fact that over the Christmas celebration we do take the community in a sense back in time, we thought what a great way to represent and pay respect to those early years and that early connection, but also just the fact that it's at its root, it's part of our fundraising efforts. I mean, the tree that for the last few years has been lit so amazingly well. I mean, they started wrapping it. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen without the people of Guthrie and without funds. It's all taken care of, and it's all funded through the Guthrie's Territorial Christmas Foundation. So we came up with the idea of an election and to have that governor, and the election, well, you know, people can vote, that's all fun and well. Why not pay money? And then so we took it back to, okay, here's what we're going to do. Vote early, vote often, vote a lot, vote as much as you want. You know, you guys were talking about it, each vote is $1. You can vote more than once. In fact, we encourage it. Vote 10, 20 times, vote 10 to 20 times all at one time if you want to. But that money that is raised, that's where it goes, is to lighting that Christmas tree. And even though the Victorian Walk in its most basic form is a way of generating and promoting tourism in the downtown area and in Guthrie as a whole to increase sales and such and marketing throughout the Christmas season. Opening night and the Territorial Governor announcement and that lighted Christmas parade that we do that Saturday immediately after Thanksgiving, that really is for the people of Guthrie. I mean, that is our moment to come together, and you're going to make me borrow Heath's tagline, aren't you? Little unity in the community. Sorry, Stacy, you know, give me pie and I'll come up with something for you. But that's for the people of Guthrie. So there are people that say, well, you know, I don't know, they don't really have a job. Well, sure they have a job. they have a job in that they are representative of Guthrie. They get to ride in the 89er parade. They get to turn on the Christmas lights. I mean, that's a huge thing right there. But the biggest thing is they represent the heart and soul of this community, and that's why when we're looking for candidates, we always look for people who have been active civically, or have a bit of a following in this town as far as they're known, and they can generate some activity and hopefully raise a little money for us.
Thank you, Stacey Fraser, for telling us all about the history of the Territorial Governors. And I'm here now at Stacy's place with Stacy Smith, who's also one of our Territorial Governor candidates. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So how long have you been in Guthrie?
I've been in Guthrie 18 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
It is a long time.
Okay, so you know a lot about this history here.
I know a lot about the people, maybe not as much history.
That's okay. That's okay. People are history, so that works. That works. So what motivated you to run for Territorial Governor?
I was made to do this job.
So there was some
Stacy came and got me and said, "You're doing this." I said, "Okay."
The others, which Stacy?
Stacey Fraser.
Stacey Fraser. Okay.
And she's very convincing. Very convincing.
So she twisted her arm and coerced her into doing it. Yeah. So here you are running. Okay. So your opponent has made claims that we can't prove that you do the cooking because you don't reveal your recipes.
Well, I have, and those people have never been seen again.
Oh, okay. So she can share her recipes, but you may not be seen again.
Yeah.
So let's not go there.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. So tell us about some of these things here. So this is called the what?
That's a bourbon pecan pie.
Bourbon pecan pie. Awesome.
Delicious.
Kind of one of your specialties. And then what is this?
This is an apple dumpling that we just started doing. It's a red delicious apple, and it's stuffed with oats and brown sugar and cinnamon and butter, and then it's baked in a Danish pastry, and then we top it with ice cream and homemade caramel sauce. It's to die for.
Okay, and Heath, I've just been bribed. Sorry. Contest over. That's awesome. Well, Stacy, if there's anything that you could say to the people of Guthrie to get them to vote for you, what would it be today?
Just bring your money and come vote. That's all.
Bring your money, light the tree.
Light that tree up. That's what this is about.
All right, that's great. So remember, get out there and vote often. This is one of those elections. You can vote as much as you want. You can go to most restaurants here in town, most businesses here in town, have a box. You pay $1 or more. It's more. Put the person's name that you want, and on November 26th, the night of the parade, the Territorial Governor will be revealed. And as we always in our chamber chats, we say community
wins.